Hey everybody, Steve Butts here with my close personal friend Mike Pereira.
Oh, you're so sweet.
That's you and me. We're sweet together. We're here breaking down the new LEGO Dimensions Build Rebuild trailer. Should just mention really quickly, the three protagonists you see here are Batman, Gandalf, and Wildstar from the LEGO movie. Mm-hmm. They're sort of the heroes that are going after Lord Vortek, who is the person who has broken down the barriers between the LEGO worlds and is twisting them to his own evil purpose.
Brand new villain, not associated with LEGO movie.
Brand new villain. And what Wildstar is showing here is one of the key tenets of the game, which is rebuilding the vehicles that come in the play pack. So when you buy a play pack, you might get the Batmobile, you might get the Delorean. Sure. And while that model is complete in and of itself and super fun to use, presumably in the game, there will also be two alternate versions that you can build by discovering digital instruction books throughout the game.
Interesting.
Yeah, and those new versions, like this Bat Blaster we're seeing here, for instance, will have new powers. So this one has a sonic cannon, which, if you remember from previous LEGO Batman games, can blast through glass walls and allow you to access other areas or other switches.
Right, and it uses pieces that are from the original, like Batmobile that comes with the game, and you could see the little bats up on the laser up there.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, and they the engineers or the designers were very careful in making each of these two alternate versions for all the vehicles to make sure that they use each and every part. So there's no little batarangs or an extra wheel here or there, which I think is kind of nice for people who are interested in that type of thing. I will say, though, it is a little bit of a cheat. I don't want to break any illusions here. But the game itself only reads the blue pedestal that these vehicles sit on. It actually doesn't know what you've put on top of it. You could put
you could do anything you want.
You could put an apple slice on top of it and say, nope, it's the Bat Blaster, and it'll still.
I don't know why you want to do that.
Well, that's just what I picked randomly. It's close to lunchtime.
So this kid here, he doesn't have to do any of it.
He doesn't have to, but it's fun, right?
It is fun. It draws you into the game.
It is fun. But yeah, that was one of my questions is, what's the technology like? How does it read this? Turns out it doesn't. It just knows what's on there, and then you tell the game what you've built and put on top of it. But still, it's nice to have that little model, right?
Sure.
So we see the kid putting it on there, and again, here it is appearing in game. It's got that cool sort of Skylanders magic moment where you put the thing on the portal, and it suddenly appears in the game.
Right.
Here we see Wildstar. She's racing the Batmobile across this chasm, leading up to what we believe is the Wicked Witch's castle. Mm-hmm. You can see it in the background there a little bit. And there's a you spotted this earlier, a little winky guard behind the torch there.
Love the poofy hat.
Isn't that nice? You should get one of those. You'd look good in that.
Thank you.
So there's tons of worlds you can explore here. A lot of them are Warner properties, not surprisingly. Here we are rebuilding another version of the Batmobile.
Sure. The
kid puts it together, puts it on the portal, and suddenly it appears there. Now,
wait, Scooby.
Yeah, let's back up a little bit. So here you see Scooby-Doo. He's on the portal. So he's the person, or he's the character that the player is playing.
I believe he's a dog.
He is a dog. Yep,
sure.
Very well spotted. You've done this before.
Thank you.
And when you put that vehicle down there, it pops up into the world. Now Scooby can jump in. While we've got this up here, I'll mention there are 7 spots on this portal. You see 3 on each side and 1 in the middle, one central one. It doesn't really matter where you put things on this. I thought, some people thought maybe the middle is for like a power-up or a vehicle or something like that. No, just put anything where you want. But there is a cool sort of interactive element. Well, cool depending on your point of view.
Sure.
If you are stuck in some sort of lock or hold as a player, let's say Gandalf is sort of stunned by the Wicked Witch, the portal will flash red where Gandalf is standing, and then you as the player in the real world actually have to pick up that figure and move him somewhere else to break that block.
So more interaction than, say, Disney Infinity or Skylanders.
Yes.
With the actual
Absolutely, yeah. Skylanders does have those new traps that you can use for the Trap Masters. But yeah, it seems like they're actually trying to make you interact with this piece a little bit more than you do with Disney Infinity or with the Skylanders portals. So there's Scooby, the thing appears. He's got this really cute sort of driving state.
It's adorable.
Yeah, he sort of covers his eyes there. There he is driving through Metropolis.
Sure. It's not a good driver.
So, rebuild. Now, there's a third version of the Batmobile that we're putting together. You see the guy makes this sort of scorpion-like tank, and there's Bad Cop taking it through the Lord of the Rings world, knocking down Uruk-hai. What more can you ask for, Mike? So, as I said, there are 3 different versions for each vehicle. Here's Wonder Woman driving what we presume is Bad Cop's patrol car, right? And she's in Oz. There's sort of the default version, the flying version, and then the super flying version. Yeah, and I love that Wonder Woman can be driving Bad Cop's car in Oz. I mean, that to me is the entire appeal of this game, and we see it here again. Here's the Ninjago figure Zane driving the DeLorean, running over Uruk-hai. Like, it's kind of, I don't know, the kid in me who used to do all these mashups with all my toys really likes that idea. And again, here's the Mystery Machine in Oz as well.
Sure. Hitting a flying monkey, no less.
Now, what's this that we see here?
Appears to be Benny's spaceship from Lego, the Lego movie, the one that he finally builds.
Yeah, that's our best guess. The Wicked Witch has got it here, and she's driving it through Metropolis.
Is he happy? Is he angry? No one really knows.
She's got sort of that gleeful, manic look on her face. And here is another Ninjago figure. This one, I believe, is Cole, and he's on Marty McFly's hoverboard fighting the Wicked Witch, who is a mid-level boss in the game.
Right.
And she's got some sort of like witchy cauldron there in the middle.
Yeah, it has bats on it, like gold bats. Something's chained up in the back there. I don't quite know what that is. But
it looks kind of like an owl, maybe.
An owl. I'm not quite sure how you got that, but
I have a very good imagination.
Okay, that's fine. That's
or maybe it's the Scarecrow's hat. I don't know. I can't really tell.
Well, you could. If you find viewers out there, please leave a comment because.
There's a really great moment in the early part of the game where Batman and Wildstyle and Gandalf are in Oz, and they meet the four companions, Dorothy and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow. Mm-hmm. And Batman hears that the Scarecrow is there, and he confuses it with the Scarecrow from Gotham City, and he becomes convinced that the entire land of Oz is just a hallucination caused by the Scarecrow.
That is fantastic.
A really funny moment.
It sounds like my fan fiction too.
This game's full of all these little charming moments. Right here's Legolas driving, the DeLorean, and he's flying past more Uruk-hai in this. It looks like a destroyed sort of fun house, but there's also Middle-earth statues there. Mm-hmm. It's pretty crazy. This is the shot that sells it for me.
This is the money shot.
So what all do we have here, Mike?
All right, so we have an elephant in the back. Right. We have the Daily Planet destroyed again, because that's what happens to the Daily Planet. Scooby running away from, those orcs? Waiting at Two-Face's gang?
Yeah, you've got Two-Face henchmen there, and they're on roller skates with an orc. And he's driving Bad Cop's car, and what in the back there you pointed out earlier, there's Sauron's tower.
Yeah, why not?
As worlds colliding in this. Here we have Gandalf facing off against Bane in a sort of Ninjago-inspired level. Mm-hmm. And then right after that, the Riddler riding a Balrog fighting Ninjago while he's driving away.
See, everything you just said there, it kind of that sums it up for me.
And now, okay, here we go. Here's the one outlier in this entire trailer, right? It's the one shot where there's not a bunch of crazy crap going on.
It's also the final shot in the trailer, so it's kind of weird. But we have Back to the Future Part 3. You have the train in the back, Marty looking happy, and his DeLorean.
Yeah, and there's no Superman, there's no orcs.
No,
what's going on with this? Maybe this is after everything gets sorted out.
I guess so. Catch your pets.
So awesome, Mike. Final thoughts on Lego Dimensions?
I am probably going to spend a lot of money on this game, unfortunately.
Yeah, we have a story on IGN. We totaled up all the Amazon pre-orders. If you want everything on launch day, it's $280.
Right.
Plus another, I think, 30 or 40 if you want to buy the stuff that comes out just a few weeks later. But that's Lego Dimensions. You can actually get your hands on it yourself, September 27th, 2015.
I think I will.
Awesome. All right. Well, for all things Lego and everything else that you're into, you're already in the place you need to be. IGN.com.